Hello everyone, my name is Horan. Today I'm going to present my fundamental report done by myself and my teammates, and therefore our topic is iOS and Android. Please enjoy. So today we're not only going to talk about what iOS and Android is, but we're also going to dive down into their history and their background and etc. So basically, what is iOS and Android? Well, the two of them are different mobile OS or mobile operating system. Android was developed by Google while iOS was developed by Apple. Android is a mobile OS based on a modified version of Linux kernel and other software. And as for iOS, it is a mobile OS created and developed by Apple exclusively for its hardware. And one thing for certain is that both iOS and Android are used in mobile technology, especially smartphones and tablets. And so why is there a need for such iOS and Android? Well, for starters, you can communicate with people that are close to you, example your friends or your relatives. Second of all, you can even use them for researching for some information that you are not familiar with, and at the same time research the news of another country, like how many cases of COVID-19 are right now in Malaysia. Lastly, we need to know what is happening on the outside world, and aside from our own country, we also know what happened in the outside world about the other countries as well, like what's happening in China, what's happening in India. Now, I would like to explain further, but I'm afraid my part here is done. Now I will pass the mic to Zheng as he will continue the slides on my behalf. Thank you.
Thank you, Harun. So, what's the application for iOS and Android? For starters, we can use them for cameras and Google research for information that we don't know. We can also use them to play games. But if you wish to download it, go to the Play Store. If your device is Android, and the App Store if your device is iOS. Naturally, we even use them to watch videos on YouTube that are available on both devices. Movies, trailers, gaming, etc. Music is also what we listen to when it comes to in both devices, especially on the app Spotify, which is available on both iOS and Android. Where is it being used? As mentioned earlier, iOS is the OS of Apple, and it's mainly used in Apple devices such as iPhone, iPad, and MacBook. iOS also includes user-centered design and allows the developer to create an app by using the App Store. As for Android, it's being used in most touchscreen devices, mainly cell phones and tablets. Linking mobile devices is also available to other Google products like email, backup storages, and video services.
So what is so special about the Android? Let's start with Android. Most Android devices rely on NFC or radar, near field communication. It allows electronic devices to easily link with each other across even the shortened distance. Wireless app downloads are next, and when it to come accessing App Store on mobile device, it can be a bit frustrating. iOS requires a plug-in and access to iTunes if you wish to download apps on your computer. Meanwhile, Android users use Android Market or third-party options like app brand, which lets you download app on your PC and then automatically system them to your device without any plug-in whatsoever. Lastly, we have storage and battery swap. Android phones have unique hardware processing. Google OS enable the removal and upgrade of the user battery or to replace one that can be used for charging. Here's bonus. Android phone come with SD card with a lot of storage. So what's so special about iOS? For iOS, firstly, I feel that something is special with iOS must be AirDrop, and it's only for iOS user. Android will be needed on your Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to send an unlimited of photo or video that are over 10 GB, but it will be needed to have a distance within 10 meters. This tool creates a firewall across the connection and documents are dispatched in encrypted, which makes it more secure than moving toward email. AirDrop will come across close by supported gadgets, and the gadget base one to be near sufficient to set up a great Wi-Fi connection, making it feasible to percentage document talk out numerous rooms. One benefit to AirDrop is the usage of Wi-Fi to make the connection. Some apps offer comparable document sharing functionality to the usage of Bluetooth, and a few Android gadgets use an agility of near-field communication and Bluetooth to percentage document, but each Bluetooth and NFC are highly sluggish in communication to Wi-Fi, which makes sharing large document the usage of AirDrop friendly, quicker, and greater convenience. So how does it different from other technicals? Android and iOS, how does them different from other technicals? For now, we go for Android and Windows. Windows is a group of various OS or graphical operating system which is provided by Microsoft, rightly known as Microsoft Windows. Back then, it included Windows 9X, Windows Mobile, and Windows Phone, which are not longer in use these days. The first version of Windows was released in 1985. It is the most used operating system in personal computer. As for the Android, it is a mobile operating system that provided and developed by Google. It designed for touchscreen mobile devices like smartphones and tablets. C++, Java, C are the programming language that were used in the developed the later. Moreover, the first version of Android was launched by Google in 2018. Like Windows, it is the most used OS overall. If that's not enough, why don't we try Linux and iOS? Linux is a group of open source OS which was developed by a man named Linus Torvalds. Some of the most used Linux instructions are Debian, Fedora, and Ubuntu. It is mainly written in C language and assembly language, and the first version of Linux was launched in 1991. Meanwhile, like Android, iOS is a mobile OS. However, there's a difference. Android was with Google, and the iOS which was Apple. iOS was mainly designed for Apple mobile devices including iPad, iPhone, or iPod Touch. Originally, it known as iPhone OS, and it was mainly written in C, C++, Objective-C, assembly language, and Swift. It was first launched later than Linux in 2007.
Thank you, Chiyong. Now I'll be talking about the pros and cons of iOS. Firstly, for the pros of iOS, the interface is locked better privacy control, which will make the hacker hard to hack into the device, and thief has no use on stealing them as they can't unlock the device by themselves. Next, the iOS device will not allow any third-party apps to be installed to the device, which will help to protect from any harmful virus. Lastly, the device will notify when there is a software update, which will make the older iOS device to keep update with the newest device release. However, for the cons of iOS device, it has a massive app ecosystem. Furthermore, it limits the device users as the platform. So, when the iOS device is too old, there will be no software updates happen, and in the end, you will have to buy a new iOS device in order to use it. Moreover, whenever an update is finished, there is nothing new changes on the icons of the home screen. And lastly, it doesn't even support the computer work as in the other OS. So, moving on, of the pros and cons for the Android device. For the pros of the device, it has a highly customizable user experience, and user can customize their home screen that they wanted. In addition, Android devices can choose to download any apps from anywhere. And lastly, the device have an expandable memory, so they don't have to worry about not enough storage to use it for the device. And after that, for the cons of the Android device, the hardware has a lot of selection that will make lots of the buyers to feel confused, to think whether which is better. Moreover, the device has a low security, which will make the device to feel unsafe, as anyone can easily hack into the device and steal any information that is contained in the device. Furthermore, the hardware of the Android quality is mixed, and you will need a Google account in order to start using the device to go to any apps. And now, in conclusion, both iOS and Android are unique, and although they both are unique, they still have the pros and cons of it, and we need them in our daily lives to help on with our school project and have some relaxing music to listen to let us feel released. However, if we use them too much, we may damage our eyes, and it is bad for children to start using the phone in their daily lives. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.